Hello, Cloudwalker PPG here with another video. Today I'd like to discuss my motor, which is the Parajet Maverick. I bought this one new, and up front I've never flown any other motor other than this Parajet Maverick, so I don't really have any reference to any other motors. So this is my one and only baby here that I've flown. So basically this is just some analysis of my experiences flying this motor, what I've noticed over the 34 flights now that I've flown this Parajet, and it's basically just what I thought was good and bad about the motor. Some vital statistics about the machine. I bought this new and I set it up and I weighed it without the reserve chute. It was 55.5 pounds. With the reserve chute it was 59.5. Some of the options that I got on this thing were I got the Vittorazi 185 My 22 motor with this. I also got the option for a larger tank, so I have this 17-liter tank versus the 12. I did not get the sport version. So the sport version just basically is a bag that comes with this, so you can bag it up and haul it wherever, and then also it has like a heat shroud back here that goes over the engine to help cool it down. Additionally, I also only got the pull start here. I did not opt for the electric start. I just didn't want the extra weight, and I didn't think it necessary. And then also I got the off-grid aviation throttle, has cruise control on it. It's very, very comfortable throttle. The Polini throttle that comes with this unit is not very comfortable. I'm glad I got this throttle because the strap that goes on the Polini is really kind of digs into your hand and it's itchy and stuff. So I'm glad I got this throttle. It works out really well. So as I said, this was the first motor that I ever bought. It's actually, I was self-taught, so it's the first motor I even strapped onto my body. So first impressions on the motor, when you put it on, it's pretty cumbersome. It's when you put it on, it doesn't have any gas in it, so it's, you know, it's like 60 pounds roughly, but it's really kind of weird feeling having the thing on. You move around, it just wobbles around and stuff, so it's not like having just a standard backpack on your body. So going through this component by component, first is the harness. It's a Dudek comfort seat harness. Very comfortable. Haven't had any problems with it at all. Very nice. Cups you really nice once you get it adjusted. Feels really good flying and taking off and landing. No problems at all. Have no complaints about it. The frame here is very strong. I had a couple tail landings with this thing, bent it slightly, but it was relatively easy bending it back into place. It doesn't seem to have damaged any of the structural integrity of the frame itself. So it's made out of titanium and seems really strong. One of the alterations I did make to this machine, which I didn't like, was this hole right here. It's on both sides, but in particular I only altered it on this side. I put some extra webbing in here because I'm right-handed throttle, and if I bend this thing back, this cable could literally go into the prop, and so I didn't want that happening for sure. So I put an extra little bit of webbing here. It's not super strong, but it's enough to hold like this, prevent the throttle from going back into the prop. One of the main complaints I've heard about this particular engine on the Mavericks in the past, especially the My 19s, is the exhaust issue, where the exhaust is cracking. I haven't experienced any exhaust cracks. I've had this thing running for 45, 46 hours now, and haven't had any issue with it. The airbox itself, though, did crack on me. So basically, it cracked right around there. And I bought a new one, and I still haven't put it on. I left this one on there, and I tightened this little strap down tighter so it holds on really tight. It's not going to go through the prop. It's held on there really tight. I just didn't want to put this new one on there and fly it in the cold and break it again. So, I don't know, maybe after 1 or 2 more years I'll replace this when the sponge gets all oily. But for now, yeah, I'm just going to leave the old one on. So getting back to the exhaust, yeah, I haven't experienced any cracks. It looks solid. My wingman, Jeremy, had a problem with his the little springs that hold the exhaust together, and back here, and one of them broke. He actually ended up replacing all of them. Mine are still seem pretty solid, don't really have any problems, so maybe someday it'll happen. I'll have to replace them. I also hear a lot of complaints about where the gas goes into this unit. Seems like people have problems putting gas in it. I don't know. I don't have any problems at all. I bought this one specific funnel that's really long necked and sticks out. Never had a problem. Just pour the gas in, no problem. It's right here. The tank's right here where the hole is. Continuing on with the gas tank, one of the items that came with the motor was this silly siphon thingy. I haven't found an actual purpose for this yet. And when I tried to purpose this thing, it didn't work. So I guess the usage of this thing is to put gas into your motor. But I tried to take it out of the motor and it won't work. See, it has this backstop, and this thing has to go into where the source of the fluid is. And I wanted to take it out of the tank one day. I put too much in, I want to take some out. And when I tried to put this thing in here, you can see it's a lot bigger than the tube. And I tried to put it down the neck of the gas tank, and it would not fit. So this thing is completely useless to me. I mean, I can put gas into it very easily. So all I really did at that time was I actually had some tubing similar to this. It was a little smaller diameter, and just a straight piece of tube. I shoved it in there, and one into the gas tank, and just transferred it over. When I was putting this thing together, when it was new, I had the choice of which side I wanted the throttle on, and I chose the right side. I just didn't feel confident enough with the left side. A little more, better reaction with my right hand be flying and hitting the throttle. So I put it on the right side. Problem with that and this motor is it comes with a pocket for a reserve and a pocket to be used as a pocket to hold things. Now when you have the reserve on this side and this little pocket, these can be interchanged. They just have zippers and you just unzip them. You swap them around, so I had to swap it over this side, put my reserve over here, and use this as the pocket on this side. The problem with that is the zipper goes one way, unfortunately. So on that side, the zipper would go down, and then you could reach in. You know, when you're flying up really high, contents doesn't come out. But over here, I zip up, and the contents could possibly spill out, and you'll lose stuff, which is really kind of a negative for me with the right-handed throttle. So that was unfortunate. I tried to figure out a way of getting another zipper on there to zip it both ways, but I still haven't figured it out. I rarely use it, but it would be nice to have this pocket to hold some stuff while I'm up there. Over the 45 hours that I've run this thing, I've so far have changed the plugs twice, or the plug. There's only one plug in it. Didn't necessarily need to change it, but I just wanted to change it just to make sure I don't have any engines out, so I don't really want that to happen, just for safety. Getting back to the experience of this motor, it doesn't seem to have much vibration when you're flying up there. It feels pretty nice when you're flying. You're not being rumbled around or anything. Another thing that some people have talked about on other machines, I don't know what they're really experiencing because I don't experience it, and that's twist on takeoff or when you punch the throttle. I don't really experience much twist on this thing. Where some of these motors, you know, like the Scout and McFly, I forget what the other one is, they have these little flaps on there to compensate on torque. But this one, I don't know, it just doesn't seem like it twists much at all, which is nice. Disassembly on the cage is pretty easy. I've only done it once since I put it together. It's relatively easy. The only part that's a little tricky is getting this thingy on that holds the mesh together. And there's a spot down there, I'll show you, that you have to have it lined up just right. Otherwise, if it's off by just a little bit, and it can be because there's this little guide hole that's on this plastic hoop. You're off by a little bit and you go all the way around, the other one won't go into the other guide hole, and then you have to tear the whole thing apart. So I just wrote a little Sharpie line exactly where I need to push the plastic hoop, you know, start it up, because you have to start from one point and then work your way around to put it on. So overall, this has been a really good experience with this engine. No real serious complaints about it. A couple of things that I had to alter, but it has worked out really well, and I like it. Actually took another flight, tried to fly to Wisconsin, didn't make it again. The air was just too trashy, it was just really bad. But I flew around for a while, probably about an hour and 15 minutes. So it's a good flight. I just didn't want to risk going out and then back, because I was heading out and I was going with the wind on the way out, so the wind seemed to be increasing quite a bit, and I think it was a good idea not to do that. But you can see that video next. Up goes wing. Keep going. It's up. Okay, we're gonna have to go into the wind, or that side, the other side of the wind. I want to try and cross the lake. See if I can make it across. Got my camera pointing too low, maybe. Wow, surprised to see a house way out here. I don't know where his driveway is. How does he get out here? Four-wheel drive? The lake. There's Minneapolis. There is St. Paul. Whole lot of trees below me. I got this big field here.
Getting blown sideways. It's kind of windy out. Yeah, we be flying. See, we're about 700 feet above. Arms are getting tired. Oh shit, there's a helicopter. Look at that shit. Whoa, dude. What's he doing here? Holy crap. Wow. That's not good. Ah! Holy crud. It's a live eye in the sky. This area is pretty cool down here, but would there be duck hunters down there? Probably not. I'll go for it. Woo, we're going down. Up that tree right there. Going down. Woo! Sweet. It's kind of turbulent in here. Gotta go up. Getting a little turbulence. Sun is almost down. We're sitting at 6:47. It's basically right seconds from being down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's down. I gotta put my stuff away. Prepare for landing. A little work down here. There's extra little strip they put in. Whoa! Look at that right. Right on top of the car. Holy crap. It's going sideways. Almost ran into it. Woo! That was sweet. Man. Look out. Don't try getting too close to the car next time. Be a little careful next time. Couldn't shut the motor off. The motor was having problems shutting off. And then I ended up drifting. Whoa, hello, phone. There we go. Woo! Free again. Good flight, good flight. Oh yeah, where'd my? Oh, there it is, right there. There it should be. It's still running too. I got all the footage. Okay. Gotta untangle this mess. I don't know if this thing's on or not. Let's check. Oh boy. Survived another one. Yeah. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you in the next one.